Hey guys, Hijinks here. We are back with a Pokemon Leaf Green run today. We're going to see if we can beat Leaf Green only using water types. We are basically just going to run through the entirety of the game only using water types. I did make a rule where I could only catch one water type per route, and I couldn't catch duplicates. I'm not avoiding any battles or encounters, so that's also just something else I added in there as well. The only exception is I do have access to HM Pokemon in this run. If you guys want to see me do this run without HM Pokemon, let me know. Or if you want to see me do it as a Nuzlocke, let me know as well. But I thought I'd do something kind of fun and different. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. We start out in Pallet Town. There we receive our starter, Squirtle. We name him Yamato and battle our rival, Turmoil. And in this battle, we actually don't take much damage at all. We get to Viridian and retrieve Oak's parcel to deliver to him so we can begin our journey. Along the way to Pewter, we battle our rival on Route 22. We take care of the Pidgey in 5 hits and beat Bulbasaur with only 3 HP to spare. Though with a level up it becomes 5. After a normal run through Viridian Forest, we go straight to the first gym. And after beating the first trainer in that gym, Yamato evolves. We battle Brock and one-shot his entire lineup. From the Poke Center on Route 4, we get our Magikarp and name it Modin. Mount Moon is not a challenge as Yamato is able to push through in getting us our Helix fossil. We get to Cerulean and beat our rival with relative ease. Normally at this point I would run to Bill, then the ship, but instead I opt to go straight to the second gym. Using Bite, Yamato single-handedly wipes the gym, and the second badge is mine. Nugget Bridge is a breeze, and we get our ticket from Bill. We drop off Odin at the Poke Daycare, and that means Yamato has to solo the whole SSN. He does well working his way through, getting us to our next rival fight. Pidgeotto is one-shot by a water gun. I take out Ivysaur with 3 bites. I 2-shot Raticate with water gun. And 1-shot Kadabra with bite. And with that, we now have HM cut. We go back and get Odin, and with some training and 2 rare candies, he evolves. And with that, it is time for our third gym fight. And well, with the gym being electric, this goes as you would expect. We open up with Yamato. We 2-shot Voltorb, 1-shot Pikachu, and at this point we get paralyzed, which is not what we need. 2 bites get Raichu low, but we are paralyzed and lose a turn. At this point, it is a clean sweep for Raichu. I have never been more grateful this was not a Nuzlocke. We go back for our rematch and open with Odin. He takes out Voltorb in 3 hits, 2 shots Pikachu, but gets knocked out by Raichu. Yamato enters and is able to take out Raichu in just 3 hits. We push through, clearing the rock tunnel. We get to Cerulean, where we get our newest addition to our team, a Vaporeon that we name Kaido. We enter the 4th gym. This actually goes smoother than I thought it would. Though the fight with Erika was tricky to say the least, Yamato started strong, but after being paralyzed, Victory Bell is able to outlast him and take him out. Odin enters and knocks Victory Bell out, but not before being paralyzed. He is able to survive and stop Tangela and get Vileplume low before falling. Kaido is able to snatch the win, and with that we now have 4 badges. With the gym done, it is time for the Team Rocket hideout. I prioritize Kaido to get him some more levels. We make our way to Giovanni. We open with Kaido, and he takes out Onyx and Rhyhorn with ease. With a bit more resistance, he is able to knock out Kangaskhan. Rushing to Pokemon Tower, we battle our rival. We open with Kaido and 3-shot Pidgeotto. Odin stops Ivysaur in 2 hits, following that up with beating Turmoil's Gyarados in 2 hits as well. Yamato beats Growlithe. Kaido closes out the battle, beating Kadabra. Kaido clears the Pokemon Tower and we save Mr. Fuji and get the Pokeflute. With our Pokeflute, Kaido and Yamato are able to take out the Snorlax on Route 12. And while on Route 12, we fish and catch our newest member of our team, a Krabby we name Arlong. At this point, I decide to change my route and take the bike path. Yamato clears the Snorlax and Cerulean, and with that we are on our way. After some fights on the bike path, Arlong reaches level 28 and evolves. Upon reaching Fuchsia City, we catch a Goldeen named Robin. We get the HM for Surf and for Strength. After a few trainer battles, it is time to take on the 5th gym. The fight with Koga goes fairly smooth, with Kaido wiping out his team using Surf. Going back to Route 10, we catch a Tentacool we name Boa. Entering the Seafoam Island, we catch a Slowpoke that we name Isuka. Heading back to Pallet Town, we catch a Staryu we name Ivankov. Reaching the Cinnabar Island, we hand our Helix fossil over to be revived. While we wait for our Helix fossil, we head to Saffron City to attack the Team Rocket hideout, and hopefully level up some of the new Pokemon on our team. We start off strong, but we quickly realize we made a huge mistake not bringing some of our stronger Pokemon to support the leveling process. We encounter a Team Rocket scientist with only electric types, and after losing Odin, we realize we don't have anyone strong enough to help us fight our way out of this, and we get our second loss. So we go to fight the former gym for some XP before we have our rematch. The old fighting gym actually gets Yamato low on health and puts up a better fight than I thought they would. We go back and win our rematch with Yamato. From there, it is much of the same, us wiping out all of the grunts as we make our way to our next rival fight. For this fight, we open with Kaido to Aurora Beam Pidgeot. Venusaur puts Kaido to sleep and eventually knocks him out with Razor Leaf. Then he repeats the process with Arlong. Anxiety high, we send out Yamato and get the finishing blow. Our first bite on Gyarados gets a flinch, and we are able to spam bite until we get our victory on 20 HP. We knock out Growlithe with Water Gun, and beat Alakazam with a bite. With that, we get our new Pokemon, a Lapras we name Koreha. We make our way to Giovanni. Kaido beats Nidorino and Nidoqueen. Yamato beats Rhyhorn and Kangaskhan. Now we go and fight Sabrina for our 6th gym badge. We open with Odin and beat Kadabra, Mr. Mime, and Venomoth. Alakazam halts on momentum, stopping Odin. But with Kaido, we are able to claim the win after almost suffering a one-hit KO. Going back to Cinnabar, we get our Ammonite and name him Luffy. Clearing the mansion, we are now able to fight the 7th gym, the Fire Gym. This is the gym I personally was most excited for. We basically just sweep the whole gym. They honestly could have just gave me the badge and saved them the fighting. The only resistance was Rapidash using Bounce to dodge our hits, and the Arcanine landed a heavy attack, but honestly this was not hard to get through. We clear the islands and save Lost Stell, and with that it is time to take on the final gym. To earn our 8th gym badge, we must fight Giovanni one last time. Kureha sweeps both Rhyhorns and makes Nidoqueen confused before we pivot to Odin. Odin sweeps Nidoking, Nidoqueen, and Dugtrio. With the 8 gyms completed, we have one more fight before we take on the Elite Four. Our last Route 22 rival fight. Kureha beats Pidgeot, Kaido beats Rhyhorn, Venusaur beats Kureha, Kaido beats Venusaur surviving on 1 HP, Gyarados beats Kaido, Odin beats Gyarados and Growlithe, Alakazam beats Odin, and Yamato wins us the fight, beating the Alakazam. On the way to the Elite Four, we give Asuka enough rare candies to evolve into Slowbro. After some training, it is time to take on the Elite Four. For Lorelei, we open with Yamato. Dugong tanks most of our hits, but luckily we break through. Arlong takes out Cloyster, but falls to Slowbro. Kaido beats Slowbro. Odin gets put to sleep, then frozen against Jinx, so we pivot to Kaido, who gets the KO. Asuka steps up to fight Lapras, winning on 44 HP. And now, we fight Bruno. Against Bruno, we open with Asuka, who takes out Onix, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, a second Onix, and Machamp. For Agatha, we open with Asuka again, who sweeps Gengar, Kureha sweeps Golbat, Yamato sweeps Arbok before being beaten by Gengar, Gengar sweeps Odin, but Kaido sweeps Gengar and halts her for the win. Fighting Lance, we open with Kureha. Kureha sweeps Gyarados. Kaido sweeps Aerodactyl and both Dragonairs before being swept by Dragonite. Odin beats Dragonite, and we move on to our final fight. For our final showdown with Turmoil, we open with Yamato. Whirlwind brings out Asuka, so Asuka sweeps Pidgeotto and Arcanine. Kureha sweeps Venusaur, Rhydon, Alakazam, and Gyarados. The last two being beaten with sheer cold. And with that, I show that we can 100% beat Leaf Green with only water types. In this run, we only lost twice. We had a playtime of 59 hours and 45 minutes. And that's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your run ideas down below. Again, I do have some work coming along that I'm working on. But make sure you guys hop in the description and send some love over to my friend Golden Tony on YouTube. He does some awesome Pokemon Nuzlocke and challenges and has a ton of content that he's constantly putting out there. But that's all. Have a great day, guys. Peace.